So, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again. We've got a bit of a sore throat, so you'll have to bear with me, people. Rance, how you been, man? How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad, bro. How you doing, man?
I'm all right. I've got a bit of a head cold, man. But other than that, I'm cool. And then I see that
Oh, it happens.
Jorginho
One
story
second, I just
breaking
closed. I
last
still
night.
got my fucking. One
Yeah,
second,
it's
I
cool,
got my
man.
heater on now. What, let
Yeah,
me
I've just
turn
whacked
this shit
mine on.
off.
I'm freezing, man. I'm freezing. But big up everyone in the chat, man. Over 700 in there, real quick. Make sure you smash the like button. Rance's links in the title, so make sure you sub to that as well. But yeah,
Yeah,
I
what
was
you
all
saying
good
about
until
Jorginho?
bro, last night I was all good, and then I see that Jorginho story breaking, and my heart sunk.
I
I
saw
was
that
like,
today. I
"This,
didn't see it last night.
bro, this football club, yeah, I swear they never, ever, ever fail to let me down. We're top of the table. We've spent weeks of the first 2 weeks of this transfer window chasing after like H from Steps, who's ended up going to Chelsea. Edu showed the whole world we got 100 million euros to spend. We then signed a decent player in Trossard. I was happy. The Polish lad, Kivior, don't know much about him, but he's better than Rob Holding. So I'm like, okay, cool, we're
Sure.
getting there. Now we've spent the last 2 weeks of the window lowballing on Caicedo. And again, another one that was twerking on his Instagram for us. And then it's, oh, actually, yeah, let's go and get Jorginho. The meltdown last night, at about midnight last night, was crazy. Everyone was like, I don't want him. He's a disgrace. No, we don't want another Chelsea reject. Then David Ornstein pops up today, the mouthpiece of the football club, the puppet of the club, comes out with, yes, Mikel Arteta was the driving force in the Jorginho deal. Now, all these people have had to retract what they were saying last night, and now they're, if Arteta wants him, I want him. Bro, this fan base are confused. They deserve nothing. And we've let Sambi Lukonga go to Palace. Not that I care, because he ain't any good. But El Neni's out for the rest of the season. We've actually only got 3 midfielders in them positions. Granit Xhaka, Thomas Partey, and now Jorginho. We have actually got lighter in this window than we were
You've got
before.
weaker. The
How
whole
is
point
that
of
even
bringing
possible?
the whole point of bringing in Jorginho shouldn't have been to let Lukonga go. You should have kept him for numbers, for bodies. Like, why would you let go of him? Bring in Jorginho, and what part he's injured at the moment or something, isn't he?
El Neni's injured.
Oh, El Neni's injured. So yeah, what the fuck, bro? I don't make no
it's
sense.
crazy, bro.
I'm
It's
enjoying
crazy.
it though. I'll be real. Like Chelsea, another Chelsea reject, bruv. Like Arsenal's a Chelsea retirement home, bro. You know what I mean? Like Jorginho and Xhaka, that has got to be the stiffest pivot in the league, mate. I can't wait to see it. Personally, I can't wait to see it. I think you lot are throwing this away, mate. I'll be honest.
Mate,
I think
I
you're throwing
can't
this away, mate.
disagree with anything you're saying. Like I've had hundreds of people in my last stream that I did earlier on this afternoon telling me I'm negative. It's a good signing, very prudent signing. It's great. It's a short-term fix, and then we go and get Caicedo or Declan Rice in the summer, bro. Let me just break down Edu with high-value deals. Rafinha didn't get him after flirting with him. Vlahovic didn't get him after flirting with him. Mudryk, we let Chelsea have him. Caicedo didn't get him. Lissandro Martinez, all but done, and then we let him go to United, and he put the call in, so he wasn't convinced by the chat from Arsenal anyway. Yeah, bro, it's mad. It's actually mad, and people are now sitting there trying to convince themselves, well, if Arteta wants him, that's good enough for me. Let me just remind these people. Arteta also wanted Willian, Runnison, Sambi Lukonga, Cedric, Pablo Marie, Nuno Tavares, Marquinhos, and I've seen this.
What's the deal with Marquinhos anyway?
He's gone,
have
bro.
you not
He's on
given up on
loan.
him?
He's gone on loan to Norwich.
Why didn't you just sign him though?
Yeah, bro. He cried when he scored a goal, and then we've loaned him out. This club's
Hold
a
on.
joke.
So what? Marquinhos ain't at the club no more.
No, he's gone Norwich on loan.
Wow,
Bro, Lukonga's going Palace. Yeah, and Marquinhos. Yeah, people forget this. People are talking about, oh, it's not Edu's fault. Edu's hands were tied. Yeah, apparently there was a David Ornstein or somebody came out and said Arsenal didn't go back in with a third bid for Caicedo out of respect for Brighton. They didn't want to I couldn't care less. Yeah, about respect, bro. This is the same Edu that Marquinhos was a free signing, yeah, and he paid that club Palmeiras, whoever it was, £3 million to keep the relations going in the future. he needs to be investigated immediately.
Yeah, that's money laundering, isn't it?
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is the same Edu, by the way, who let Bernd Leno walk out to Fulham for £3 million in his prime.
Man said keep the relationship going, you know, like some golden handshake, bruv. That's wild, isn't it? 3 M's. You have to investigate
like
that.
when you split up with a girl on a mutual thing, yeah, and it's like, I'll keep your number, yeah, I'll keep yours too, innit, just in case we get lonely one night. Get in the bin.
That's a mad thing.
Keep the relationship going.
Yo,
bro,
that's mad, bro.
I'm fuming,
Arsenal
mate.
doing Arsenal things, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is just what it is. Like, the Jorginho thing to me is crazy. It's very, very crazy, bro. Like, on the ball, yeah, cool. Off the ball, no. Like, do you know what I mean? On the ball at Arsenal, in the home games against the shit teams, Jorginho's gonna purr, bro. He's gonna cook. Do you know what I'm saying? But bro, in the big games, can't start this, brother. Can't start this,
But
brother.
people are saying it's a backup. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It's a backup. Yeah,
it does matter, bro. There's loads of games to play.
I think they forget we're still in the Europa League, and I think they forget that Thomas Partey's made of glass. Yeah, and at some point he will get injured again. Yeah, and then we're going with Xhaka and Jorginho.
Bro, this is what I'm saying. With Thomas Partey's injury record, yeah, like you can't be sure that my man's gonna be available for the rest of the season, bro. And not just the record, there's other records he might need to worry about. So, you know, like that. I don't really know. Fam. I don't think it's very wise, personally. Do you know what I mean? But it is what it is. It is what it is, isn't it? Like, Arsenal know what they're doing, or do they? We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
We are going to find out, and I'll tell you something now, right? This is the third transfer window in a row. January last year, we signed nobody. The summer, we didn't sign a party backup that was adequate, and now this window, we're not signing a party backup that's adequate. That is 3 transfer windows in a year.
And you let Lokonga go as well. So it's like you let man go, and then you brought in. The one thing about Lokonga is, as much as he's not a great footballer, bro, at least he's mobile. Like, you've brought in someone that literally cannot move, bro.
Facts. Like you said, I agree with what you said about on the ball. On the ball, his passing is pretty cool. Yeah. Forward passes are up there. Fantastic. Great. Cool. But it's in transition when it's a counter against you, bro. That guy might as well just be a statue. Like, literally just pointless. The fact that Chelsea fans are buzzing with that, and the fact that our fans are lapping out, mate. This is the 6th Chelsea.
Yeah, like Chelsea fans are happy to get rid of him, bro. Like, Chelsea are doing business with Arsenal and happy to do business. That's got to be a worry.
Bro, they're signing Enzo Fernandez. He's doing a medical now in Portugal.
Yeah.
And we have just basically paid for João Felix to be on loan at Chelsea. We paid them.
Bro, it's true, actually. You paid them the 12 million, isn't it?
Well, it's 10 mil plus 2, yeah. But this is the thing.
Oh, right? It's mad.
When
you
that
literally paid for João Felix. Listen, Chelsea are doing great business.
Oh, bro, it is true, man. When João Felix was linked to us, all the little accountants came out with their little spectacles on, their calculators, their spreadsheets, and their pencils and rulers and that, and their compasses, yeah, and coming out giving it. Oh yes, well, João Felix for 6 months, so 15 million. No, that's a bit of a rip-off, bro. We've just paid Chelsea 476 grand a week for the last 21 weeks of that geezer's contract. Yeah, 476. We've just given them 10 million. He had 21 weeks left on his contract. It's nearly $500,000 a week. We've just said, well, you have, and they're out here going, oh, that's a fantastic deal. Well, because he's a backup. Okay, but João Felix for 5 million less, because he's on about 100 grand a week, this fella. Yeah, so it's about 20 million all in. Yeah, for 18 months. But for 6 months, 15 million for a player who starts in the starting 11 for Arsenal over Eddie Nketiah. No, that's bad business, according to Arsenal accountants. Bro, this fan base is comical. It deserves nothing. I'm fuming about the deal. Yeah, I wish him no luck. I don't want him here. Yeah, mate, I'm sick and tired of seeing Chelsea rejects at this football club. We had Lassana Diarra, right? Fair enough, he's always injured, but cool. Lassana Diarra. We've then had Czech, we've had William, we've had David Luiz, we've had Gallas, and now we've had him. That's 6. I am dusted with these Chelsea rejects, mate. Bro, Edu.
And you always get them past their best as well. It's not like you get them when they've got something to offer. Like, yeah.
Bro, Edu came out and said, I'm going to read what Edu said, actually. Big up to everyone inside, man. Smash the like button, sub to Rance's channel in the title, people. I want to read this out, yeah? This is hilarious. This is Edu talking about signing players that are over the age of 26. When a player is 26 or older, big salary and not performing, he's killing you. You don't have a valuation to sell the player. The player is comfortable. Arsenal, London, beautiful. Everything is fantastic. Okay, mate. Well, you just signed Jorginho, is 31. London, Arsenal, not playing well, comfortable, no sell-on fee. We got an option to extend this contract after 18 months for another year as well. This is mad, bro. This Edu.
What happened to you lot's policy of not signing old players? Did that go out the window? I thought you had one.
Yeah, of course it did, bro, because the whole Project Youth was a scam in the first place. Just to lower the standards. And listen, he's done well this season. I'm not going to knock Arteta. It's not Arteta here. People can dress it up because Ornstein said Arteta was the driving force for this player. Rubbish. Arteta is part of the committee for transfers. Of course he is. But Arteta is probably more fuming than I am that we didn't sign Caicedo. Yeah, he's probably ready to bite Edu's nose off and punch him up and that. Yeah, that guy is so disrespected in boardrooms around the world. It is embarrassing. Bro, how can you go to Brighton when they're telling you, no, we're not going to accept anything less than about 80, 85, and then you go there with 60, and then you go back with 65 plus 5, and then you go, actually, just so we don't,
that's mad.
We don't want to upset relationship with them and disrespect them, we won't go back with a third bid. What? Bro, I see somebody put a tweet out. Somebody sent it to me earlier. Yeah, saying it's like when you there's a pair of Nike trainers that are 90 quid. Yeah, and you want them and you go, right, I'm going home to get the money. You go back and you come back to the shop with 60 quid. Like, come on, it's ridiculous, bro. It is pathetic. We are top of the table. The best opportunity we've had for 7 years to win a title. It might be the last opportunity for the next 20 years to win a title. Yeah, and we're sitting here signing Jorginho instead of actually signing our top target over the sake of 15, 20 million. Brighton are saying he's not for sale. I'm sure if we whack 100 million on the table, he's now for sale, isn't it?
Yeah, fact.
Yeah, how come
you have to get
don't have this issue? Chelsea don't have this issue.
No.
It's embarrassing, bro. It's embarrassing. And the thing is, I was happy with the first two signings. Yeah, Trossard's a sick footballer. Yeah, and this Kivior guy he's cool. I'm cool with that. Yeah, but this is wrong, man. And then when Arteta's coming out in interviews towards like the last couple of games, saying we definitely need midfielders, etc. And we've just got El Neni go down injured for the rest of the season, and now we've got Lokonga go out on loan. Whether we rate him or not, it's a body, like you said. And then we only replace. So basically, this is the El Neni backup. Or this is the El Neni. It's not. If Thomas Partey gets injured, bro, the capitulation is going to be peak. I can't lie.
It's a madness.
But it don't matter. Our CEO came out the other week and said top four's the aim. So it don't matter. And this fan base will lap it up anyway. Because David Ornstein will tell them to. You know what I'm saying? Bro, 11 years ago, David Ornstein interviewed Ivan Gazidis, right? I put it out on my Instagram story the other day. And Ivan Gazidis was saying, we're going to compete with the best teams in the world. Well, can somebody tell me when? Because I'm not getting any younger. My forehead's getting bigger. Yeah, and like by the time Arsenal actually start competing with some of these clubs, I'll probably be in a wheelchair or a care home. Like, it's mad, bro. And then I'm negative because I don't want Jorginho here. Yeah? Mad. It's insane, bro. I'm fuming. And then Cedric Suarez may be going to Fulham by the end of this window. So now it's another body out. To me, the only reason that I don't think we've signed Caicedo is because I think that after we messed up the Mudryk deal, I think they went out and done 40 million euros on two players. And I don't think we've got enough to go in this window more than 70 mil that we bid. So it was, okay, well, they're not prepared. We'll keep the relationship with them. But if we hadn't have brought Trossard and we hadn't have brought Kivior, we could have gone to 80, 90, 95. Yeah. But instead, we didn't. And now it's, we're going to get Jorginho. Get in the bin, mate. I am sick to death of these Chelsea scumbags, man. It's mad. Big up to everyone dropping donations in. I will read them or pin them at least. It's crazy. Arsenal are kind of weird. They don't want to disrespect Brighton after disrespecting them twice by undervaluing their player. Exactly. Yeah. Also, Runs, what's your opinion on Bayern midfield? We'll come to that in a second, people. Too bad for Sancho, I think that means. He can't face Jorginho for more goals this season. Up the Chelsea. Mate, Chelsea fans have been all over me today, laughing their heads off. Yeah, rightly so, bro. They're out here signing Enzo Fernandez. Yeah, and we're signing Jorginho. We're top of the table. They're 10th.
Bruv, it tells you everything that's going on, innit? It tells you everything that's going on. That's why, bruv, if you're an Arsenal fan, you should be worried because Arsenal signing Trossard, going in for Mudryk and that in January, like that was kind of like Arsenal letting everyone know that, all right, cool. Like, we're going to do things differently. And then they go and sign fucking Jorginho, bro. Like, Arsenal literally just showed, man, that they're the same team that they have been in it. I thought that they turned the corner, bruv. They're showing me that they haven't. Like, this signing stinks. It stinks of like panic and proper like short-termism because past this season, Jorginho's got nothing to offer, bro. I'd argue that right now he's got very little to offer. Do you know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, numbers-wise, you're going into the second half of the season with less midfielders than the first half. So how does that even make sense?
It don't, man. And this is the thing. We're going to be competing in the Europa League and in the Premier League. Yeah, and when you look at Man City getting rid of Cancelo, that weakens them instantly. Right? So when you're thinking, right, okay, well, they've got rid of him. Obviously, he's a bad apple in the dressing room, whatever. Happy days, strike while the iron's hot. Instead, we want to keep a good relationship with Brighton, so we're not going to bid again. Okay, cool, mate. So you're telling me for the sake of 15, 20 million quid, we're not going to go and buy that player when we, number one, need him, and number two, want him. And in fact, number three wants to come. Yeah. Now watch what happens in the summer, yeah? Because this will be spun. By the end of this week, Saka's contract to be announced by the end of the week. You watch, 100%. Yeah, because there's a lot of fans that are upset about this. Most of them are lapping it up because they just lap up anything.
In the summer, Caicedo leaves anyway, and he probably leaves for less. You know that?
Bro, watch Chelsea go and get Caicedo or Rice in the summer. You watch. Right, David Ornstein put a story out a couple of weeks back, about 10 days ago, yeah, saying that Declan Rice has given his word to Arsenal on a summer move. He's picked Arsenal over Madrid. Okay, mate. Wants to be in the Champions League, so he's going to pick Arsenal, who've never won it, over the team who win it every year. Okay, mate. Cool, sweet. That was all part of the plan. So now we don't go
Madrid,
in.
You know, fucking hell, bro.
Tried with
who's feeding these fucking journalists this bollocks?
Bro, this is what we do at Arsenal. We're a PR club and we're a PR company and a clothing brand. That's it. And people lap it up every year. Why would they change? Bro, if you're sucking this up every year and getting rid of 6 players last January, signing none, then getting knocked out the FA Cup to Forest, oh, don't matter. We've got bigger fish to fry, mate. Yeah, well, it was a stickleback, wasn't it, mate? Because we finished 5th. Yeah? Do you know what I'm saying? Then this year, we went toe-to-toe with City. Can somebody tell these people we actually lost and had 2 shots on target, both in the first 20 minutes? Didn't offer nothing in the second half. And
but Lee, this is what happens, Lee, though, isn't it? Because you had 3 shots on target in 90 against us, but when we beat you, but you battered us. Apparently, that's life.
Mate, it's mad. It is actually mad, bro. Yeah, and the funny thing about it is these people never learn. We got rid of 6 players last January, didn't sign no one, bottled top 4. Yeah, nobody expected us to be in a title race, so their expectations, even now we're top 4's the aim. Nobody's pinning their flag to the mast and saying, let's win a league. I am.
Yeah, no. I know. A lot of men are still sitting on the fence. Yeah,
because when it all goes Pete Tong, bruv, yeah, they can't be laughed at by other fans and they want to keep face on their channels or on their Twitter accounts. Whereas I'm like, yo, we're top of the table. Go and win it. I want to win it. Yeah, and I've seen us win it. I know what that feels like. You've seen United win loads as well. You know what it feels like to see your club win a league title, bro. There's a lot of people that will be watching this show that have never seen their club win a league title. Don't they want to see that? Don't they want to feel that emotion, that passion? Yeah, walk around with your chest out. Yeah, my team won the title, mate. Yeah, they're happy, bro. I said this earlier. We could literally, right, sign the prick in the nick. Yeah, Ornstein tweet it out, and this lot will be like, oh, the midfield destroyer we've always needed. Like, come on, get in the bin. Sick and tired of this club acting like a dickhead club, man. When we're in a prime position, how nice would it feel to walk through that summer, go and have your summer holidays, come back to the new season, and we're champions? Instead, they're sitting there going, oh, let's put the compilations out of Jorginho. Really? Okay, mate. I've seen enough of him in the Premier League to know he ain't that great. Bar penalties. Yeah. I think he's scored, 50 or 40% of their goals this season through penalties, which is mad. Lee, what are your thoughts on Arteta Fan TV? Lol, they'll justify anything. They'll get invited into the press conference if they behave. Do you know what I mean? It's mad, isn't it? Liverpool fan here. I wanted Arsenal to win the league, but I think you guys have just blown it in this window. Bro, I said after Man United, I think we can win it, and I think we will win it. Having seen how this window has ended, leaving us even lighter in midfield than we already were, I'm not so convinced anymore. I can't lie. I'm not convinced. And you know what's going to happen? Thomas Partey will probably end up getting injured in the next 2 or 3 league games. Yeah, and be out for 3 months. And then we're doomed. Yeah, and then we'll start falling away. Hopefully I'm wrong. I've been wrong many times, but it is what it is. Trust the Zimmer frame, Lee project. Exactly. Yeah, it's the OAP care home for Chelsea players, isn't it, bro? Anyway, that's enough of me ranting because my throat is killing me. Let's get on to your team, man. Big up to 2K in the building. Make sure you smash the like button through the roof. Sub to Rance's channel. I'll be back again about 9 o'clock UK time for the last 2 hours of the window. Hopefully, we sign someone. I won't pin me out on it. But you are signing Sabitzer. Apparently, he's on a flight now. Eriksen out for the season or most of it. Good signing?
Yeah, absolutely. We're not paying no money for him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just going to be high energy, combative midfielder, break up play, and yeah, add to what we're doing, man. Do you know what I mean? He presses well, very aggressive style player, like of the like Red Bull kind of mold, innit? Like, that's what the manager likes. The manager likes aggressive, high energy players, and that's exactly what he'll do. Do you know what I mean? So he just comes in and replaces Eriksen, in it, who's injured probably for the rest of the season. So it's just to fill the gap. So yeah, man, he's just gonna come in and do a job. So it's great, man. A good dynamic player. Like, he's not an absolute fucking world beater, but he's a player that's gonna come in and do a job for us, and that's what we need. And he's not gonna cost us no money either.
Yeah, thanks. How much is the fee?
No, it's on loan. Yeah, the loan fee. Yeah, a few million maybe. The loan fee, yeah. That's what I mean. So nah, it's calm, bro. I think it's a good signing, bro. He's gonna come in and be a role player. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's the thing. Eriksen, the last couple of weeks has looked like he's been running out of steam anyway. Yeah, which is probably why
Eriksen off the ball ain't got the legs that Sabitzer's got. Even though Sabitzer don't have the quality of Eriksen on the ball, he might be an upgrade defensively, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? He might be an upgrade defensively against the better players. So, I mean, a bit against the better teams in terms of like his mobility. So, no, it's calm. Do you know what I mean? He breaks up the play well, man. He breaks up the play well. He's got good energy, man. So, I think it's going to be good. I think it's good, man.
Yeah. Well, it's a no-brainer if you've already got Eriksen out injured, isn't it? And let's be real, if he smashes it, then it's not going to be a stupidly expensive fee to buy him in the summer. So
that's it. And he'll just be a decent he'll just be a decent extra body to have. Do you know what I'm saying? And he's versatile as well. Like, he can play in the 10, he can play box to box, he can play in the 6. Do you know what I'm saying? So listen, it's a good signing, isn't it? It's not the sexy signings that everyone wants, but it's one that we needed. Everyone was complaining, saying we needed a midfielder. Now we've got one. We got a utility man, essentially, like decent engine. Do you know what I mean? And technically good enough. So I think it's perfect. Like, yeah, he's saying he's a rough running player. He is. Do you know what I mean? And our manager's style and the players he likes is very similar to Ralph's. He likes players that press. And yeah, like, he'll come in and, bruv, him and Casemiro in the midfield, that's decent, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying?
I didn't expect you to do any business. So when I see that story coming out, I was like, oh, okay. And he's a player that we were linked to a couple of years ago. Yeah, he's not a bad player. He hasn't been like well beaten over in Germany, but end of the day, if listen, Ten Hag's got you into a League Cup final. He's got you into the next round of the FA Cup, and you're fourth. I don't think at the start of the season, if you'd said to anyone that had happened, I think most people would have laughed. Like, especially rival fans, anyway. So you're doing all right.
It's all about horses for courses, isn't it? Because I remember when we got linked with Rabiot, a lot of Man United fans were in uproar, yeah. And I said, listen, I would have him. Do you know what I'm saying? I would have him. And then he went and had a decent World Cup after that. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's literally all about horses for courses, bro. Like, when you've got certain systems, certain players can just come in and play. They don't have to be world beaters. Like, what's this thing about, like, all these players need to be world beaters? They don't, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? You just need a guy that comes in and knows how to do a job. And I think Sabitzer is going to be that. Do you know what I mean? He's not a world-class player. He's not the most attractive name on a piece of paper, but he'll come in and he'll just, you know what I'm saying? He'll add a bit of energy to the midfield more energy than Eriksen's got, bruv, and he's just a no frills, no spills player, and he's got a decent long shot on him as well, bro. Like it's a comfortable signing, bro. Like it's a risk-free signing. We're signing him on loan. It's not costing us no money, and he's good enough. Do you know what I'm saying? Like this is what it is.
Yeah, man. And seen a lot of people saying, yeah, Rance is gassing this guy out, bro. The difference between Arsenal where we are and where Man United are right now.
Hey, bro, I'm not even gassing him up. I just said that he's a good player. I said he's not a world-class player. He's a decent player. Just because he's better than Jorginho, don't get upset, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, you're better than Jorginho.
Bro, Jorginho, bro. Like,
than Jorginho.
Bro, I'll be real, yeah. Like, Jorginho, technically, is a very good player. He's a player that I've rated for many, many years, yeah. But, bro, the guy's got no legs. Like, his legs are finished. Chelsea fans have wanted rid of him for a long time. Like, why are you, man, pretending? Why are you? Chelsea are celebrating right now, bro. Like, so what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Chelsea fans got the best end of that deal. Like, they can't believe they got 12 million for it. They can't believe it because they thought he was probably going to see his contract out.
We're dumb
walking
enough to pay it,
bruv.
Like,
they thought they were going to have to pay him off, mate.
Bro, we've basically
He's got 6 months left, and they paid 6.
5.
He's got 5 months left, but that's what I'm saying. Chelsea thought they were going to lose him on a free, and then Arsenal came and gave them 12 million. That's like me coming to your house, yeah, and paying you for your leftovers you was going to throw in the bin, bruv. Literally.
Mate, it's nearly crazy. It's nearly £500,000 a week we've paid them per week that he's got left on his contract. And then we're going to pay him 100 grand a week at least. So there's another 9-10 million over the 18 months. Like, we're basically giving out like 20 million quid for a washed footballer. And people say we won't overpay for players. We're not doing that anymore. That's what got us in this mess. Really? Did we not learn from Willian and Czech and all these other? Come on, man. It's pathetic. Yeah, at least with your signing, you're paying next to nothing for him on loan and you can give him back. So I mean, we're not stuck with the guy. It's mad. We could have paid that 12 million for Felix. Exactly, Denzel. We could have paid that for Felix, but the accountants didn't want that. Didn't want that, mate. That made sense. So Arsenal don't do anything that makes sense, do they? And then all you get is, why are you moaning? We're top of the league. Well, yeah, we're top of the league, but for how long? Like, it's great, and I'm enjoying it. But one Thomas Partey injury from capitulation, mate. I'm telling you, I am telling you, bro. But when do you play your League Cup game? The return
tomorrow.
Oh, it's this week. Oh, so Newcastle must be tonight then.
Yeah, must be. But yeah, we're playing tomorrow, and yeah, apparently Sancho and Martial are back or something.
Okay.
So yeah, that's going to be interesting. I was in two minds about watching the game, but now them two are back. I'm definitely watching that shit.
Yeah, Newcastle play tonight.
Decent.
Oh, that's mad. I was going to do the last 2 hours of the transfer window. What's the point? I might as well just watch that instead. Nah, I'll still do it. Why not? We'll see. But yeah, man, let's talk about Man City getting rid of Cancelo, bro. Like that came kind of out of nowhere. I know they've been having a few problems this season, Man City, like broken dressing room, players not downing tools, but just no hunger anymore. Pep said it in the interview the other day. De Bruyne sitting on the bench, Kyle Walker sat on the bench. Bernardo's wanted to leave for 2 years now. And then obviously Cancelo. There was I see something yesterday saying Cancelo squared up to Pep or something.
Yeah, they had a falling out, innit? That was a few weeks ago still. I didn't expect him to get kicked out of the team though, but that tells you everything. Like, Pep's having to like check people, you get me? Because it's just what happens, man. Some people get too big for their boots. Obviously, they've won a lot. It goes to players' heads, and Cancelo is just not going. He's not having a good time anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he lost his position for the national team, and then he come back and lost his position for his team as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe mentally he's just not in a good place, and he had a bit of a breakdown. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what rattled him, and then he just lost it with Pep. Obviously, Pep ain't gonna take no shit from no one. So, like, the game is the game, innit? Like, Pep's the guy though. So, like, it is what it is.
It's Bayern Munich though. Like, I know obviously he was at Bayern Munich before Pep. Yeah, but that's kind of directly strengthening a potential Champions League rival, isn't it?
It is. I don't know what the rules are with
he can play in it. Yeah, he can play in it. That's no drama. He can play in it. But I just think it's a bit weird. Like, cool, get rid of him. And that shows how ruthless City are. Yeah, see you later. Bye then. Yeah, even though Pep knows that's going to weaken them and they ain't really got anyone else. But to let him go to Bayern Munich, a direct
And then you can
Champions League
draw
rival.
Bayern Munich in the Champions League, yeah.
Obviously, he wouldn't be able to play in that game, I'd imagine, because there'd be something in the contract that says if we meet, you ain't allowed to play. So I think it's a loan anyway. It's a loan, and then
if it's loan, then yeah, he can't play in the game. So,
but yeah, now imagine, yeah, that Bayern Munich get all the way to the final or something, like, because of I think that's a bit of a weird one, letting him go to somebody like that. That's like
basically, but Pep's always said that he never begs players to stay in it. Like that's what he's on, in it. Like, so he's probably looking at it like, you know what, no player's bigger than the club, so you can fuck off, kind of thing. I don't think he's thinking too much about that.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, it's a bit weird, man. But yeah, it just goes to show how quick you can get a player out the door, though, doesn't it? Yeah, like if you want him gone, he's gone. See you later. And they've got 70 mil potentially coming in the summer. Like if Bayern want to keep him, it's 70 mil. Yeah, and every time Man City get rid of a player, they get big dough for him, man. Look at Sane. Yeah, and Ferran Torres, him, like
yeah. They got dough for Torres. Don't know how, he's shit. So
he's not done nothing at Barcelona.
I think they got their money back. I think they got their money back on him.
Yeah. I think they maybe even got more. Crazy, isn't it? Yeah, it just goes to show how quick you can get a player out the door. And then all these clubs sitting there going, "No, we can't get rid of these players. Can't get rid of that." Really? Yeah. Well, PSG are about to sign Hakim Ziyech, mate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can get rid of players that are dross if you really want to. It depends how good your agent is.
Yeah, bruv. PSG Hakim Ziyech. I saw that yesterday. Is that actually going through?
Apparently, yeah. Yeah, apparently.
I bet he does well there as well. But football's weird like that.
Yeah, it's mad. Let me see if it's gone through yet. Ziyech PSG. No, it's still ongoing at the minute. Ain't officially done yet, but yeah, he's now in Paris to complete the move. That was 9 hours ago.
Yeah, so that's done, bruv. That's a mad thing, you know. And I bet he goes there and he does well as well.
Yeah,
change the scenery and that. Do you know what I mean? He had a decent World Cup as well. Like, do you know what I mean? I still think that Chelsea never got the best out of him. You know what I mean, I still think that there's something to be gained from having him in your squad.
He's a good player, but I think he's very predictable. He comes inside way too often, man. Yeah, when he's got more technical ability than just dropping a shoulder and coming inside. He's got more to his game than that.
He does. But I just think, in general, Chelsea hasn't worked out, bro. But I don't think that's necessarily a reflection on his ability, if that makes sense. Because when you see him play for Morocco, he looks like a different player. So I don't know, bro. Like, I still think that he's got something to offer. And I think he'll do all right at PSG. Obviously, he won't start, but I think he'll add good quality depth to them.
Yeah, it will. Give him something different. And they're going to win the league anyway. So he's basically just walked into getting the title, isn't he?
Yeah, it's true. He just walked into a trophy.
Chelsea's going to win a title straight away. Why wouldn't you go there? Like, if PSG come in, you're going. It's simple as that. Guaranteed title.
Bro.
Could get Champions League final as well, couldn't he?
Yeah, no, facts. You're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong.
Big up to everyone who's dropping donations. 2.2k in here, man. Make sure you smash the like button up. There's not even 500 yet. Come on, not even a quarter of you if it likes. Rance's link is in the title, so make sure you follow that as well, people. We're going to do about another 5-10 minutes or so because my throat is killing me, man. I've sat here with Terry already, and I want to chill before I do the next stream. But yeah, man, let's read some of these comments out real quick. Lee, thank you. I've been arguing with Top Gooners all night and day about Edu's crap negotiations. Glad that you and Jess kept it real. Bro, this is the thing, right? People can talk about signing Martinelli for 6 million, getting Odegaard and all that. Nobody else wanted Odegaard.
Yeah, it's true. It was just you lot.
Yeah. Ben White, nobody else wanted him. And nobody else was dumb enough to bid 50 mil. They must have got that call. Hold on, Edu, one sec. Yeah, Edu's just bid 50 million for Ben White. Like, they must have been rolling around the office like when Noodles got the 80 million bid for Noodles. Like,
wild, yeah.
Yeah, like Gabriel Magalhaes, 27 mil. Cool, that's a decent fee. It's not massive, it's not ridiculous. Cool, but again, nobody wanted him. It was only us that was in for him. Yeah, he only signs players that nobody else wants. Brazilian speaker or Portuguese speakers, sorry. Yeah, and then people say, what about Jesus and Zinchenko? Mate, Arteta signed them. That was not his work. That was Arteta on FaceTime saying, come join us.
Yeah, 100%. They
And it
weren't
was just
getting
a
game
case of
time
the
at Man
thing.
City, and they just said, "Oh, you man, come over." That
Bro,
was
this is
it.
the same dickhead, yeah, that spent all summer, yeah, knowing Thomas Partey's release clause and then activated it on the last fucking day. Yeah. And everyone's going, oh, Don Edu. What do you mean Don Edu? Get in the bin, man. There's something not right with that guy. I've been saying it for
Like
years.
you paid what you would have paid if you done it 2 weeks earlier. You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
And you might have had him for the first 2 games of the season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. Then we sell Leno for 3 million quid to Fulham when he's in his prime. Like, well done, mate. Like ripping up contracts left, right, and centre. Oh, but look at us. We've saved £1 million a week off the wage bill.
Yeah, but
who
even
cares?
getting rid of Martinez was a bit weird. Like, do you know what I'm saying? In the first place, when you talk about Leno, bro, like Martinez, you man literally got rid of him, and you don't have a better goalkeeper than him now. Like, do you know what I mean? Not many teams do in the Premier League, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? So,
Yeah, facts.
oh
Yeah,
no,
Martinez is sick. I like Martinez, but again, yeah, it was, oh, he didn't want to play second fiddle. Well, why should he?
yeah, in fact, he
Like,
just won a World Cup. He's laughing. He's saying, "Oh, fuck your second fiddle."
yeah, why
innit?
do you think he had the golden glove in his hand? That was an FU, mate. That was an FU all day long. That was a I've won the Copa America, yeah, and then I've just won the World Cup, mate. Yeah, and you told me I had to play second fiddle. Yeah, no
Yeah,
chance.
Matty.
Yeah, and now
All
he's
right.
reunited with Unai Emery anyway.
No,
That's
facts.
crazy. Yeah, big up Unai, man. We got to play them in a couple of weeks. Last time we played against an Unai team, we got knocked out of the Europa League.
Fuck yeah. Well, so did we, bruv. So
Oh,
you know what I'm
you
saying,
got
bruv.
penalties.
Yeah, they knocked us out as well, bruv. Listen, Unai, bruv, you got that. Yeah, you got the sauce, bro.
It's crazy,
I
man.
said Jed Spencer's gone to France.
Yeah. He's finally been let out of Conte's basement, bro.
Man said free Jed Spence, you know.
He's gone. He's gone. Big up Saeed in the chat, bro. I see a bit of the Big Six last night. What's this about? You're comparing. Who is it? Who did you compare Weghorst to? He compared Weghorst to someone, and they were
Who? Saeed?
Yeah.
Okay, because I didn't compare him to no one, bro.
Nah,
Vegas is just Vegas.
He compared Weghorst to someone, yeah. And somebody put a super chat in last night on the Big Six and ripped him apart. Berbatov, that's it. Berbatov. Bro, you've had a mare.
That's a sticky one still. I know what he means, though. I know what he means, innit? But like people want to take context out of it, bro. But Berbatov in the sense that of how he links the play and stuff. But stylistically, him and Berbatov are nothing alike. But like they both they hold the ball well, innit? Good touch. Do you know what I'm saying? Lead the line well, stretch the pitch. I get it, but do you know what I mean? Weghorst has got the pressing and that. Berber's a lot more elegant and do you know what I'm saying? A bit
Berber
more
was
inventive.
class, man. Berber was the striker version of Mesut Ozil, but just with the end product.
That's it.
Yeah, he had more end product. He always looked lazy on the football pitch, but when
that's it. He just drifts into the spaces. Do you know what I mean? Gets on the ball, does all. Nah, top player, mate. Top player, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Berbatov.
I know what Saeed meant, bruv. Like it's just that people are just gonna take it out of context because I mean
I didn't hear what he actually said, but somebody put a super chat in saying
I know what he means.
So I was like, what?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. But no, stylistically, he's a good player. Like I like Weghorst. I think he's improved us.
Well, that's what I was just going to say. What have you made of him since he's come there? Because I see his.
I think he's improved us.
Yeah, and Terry asked me earlier, and I said like you haven't really put a lot of service his way. Yeah,
we haven't. But everything that he's been asked of, he's done well. Do you know what I mean? And that's all I could judge him on because he probably has the worst supply line in the business, bro. He's getting nothing, you know, like that. And his first touch is immaculate. Like he's finishing games with 100%, 100% pass completion. Like the guy is holding the ball, not losing it. Do you know what I mean? Completing all of his passes, bringing his teammates into play, and also helping us win the ball high up the pitch. You can't ask any more from him in the system that we play. That is his job. We do not play long ball football. It's not aerial stuff. Everything's into his feet. Do you know what I'm saying? And he's holding it well. Like people would think someone his size, Man United, would be going long and putting the ball in the box, but we're not. Do you know what I'm saying?
We're not. Can do that. You've got that option to do that if you're drawing a game or losing a game.
Exactly, but we're not doing that. Do you know what I mean? And when we bought him, everyone thought, cool, we're gonna go long to him. And now we haven't, you know, like that. So I think it's been a good sign. I think he's played well.
Do you think he keeps his spot when Martial's back?
No, but he knows that. Do you know what I mean? So it's fine. Like It's just one of them things. He knows that. But now we don't need to rush Martial back because Weghorst has got a good injury record and he's very mobile. So now, instead of like rushing Martial back, we can bring on Martial for the last 20 minutes, last half an hour, and bring him back into games. And actually, bringing on Martial off the bench is decent. Like that. It's decent, bro, because it gives you a different kind of look. Do you know what I'm saying? A bit more mobility because he's quicker than Weghorst. And it gives you something different. We don't need to rush him back.
It's more direct as well. Weghorst is more back to goal.
Exactly.
Whereas Martial's like
exactly. When you play into Weghorst, he won't turn in it. He'll always play it there. Whereas with Martial, if you play it into him, sometimes he can roll players. Like that's how he's won quite a few penalties, like just rolling people and backing into them. Weghorst ain't gonna do that. He's just gonna pop it off. So, nah, man. I'm happy, I'm happy with them two. At least we've got two guys now that can hold the ball and bring players in down the middle, so we don't need to resort to playing Rashford through the middle or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? Or fucking Elanga or something like that.
You're still in 3 competitions.
Yeah, we're still in all the cup competition. I know we're still in all the cup competitions, and Dembele's been injured. Got injured for them as well, I believe. So that's going to be interesting. Apparently, he's been in decent form for them. Obviously, he didn't have a great World Cup, but apparently he's had a decent season for them, so it'll be interesting. But I'm expecting to beat Barcelona over 2 legs. I'll be surprised if we don't. I know they've got good record at the moment and they're doing well in the league, but I don't care about any of that. I'll be honest. Like at the moment, I got no reason to not be confident about beating Barcelona because we're playing well at the moment. We're not losing too many games. So
I'm just checked Fabrizio's Twitter account. Sabitzer's this was 29 minutes ago at the airport on his way to Manchester, and they're actually talking to him. Sky Germany. I can't play it because I get done for copyright, but it's actually him walking into an airport and they're asking him questions. What else we got here very quick before we wrap this up? Enzo Fernandez. They're still trying on him. He's having a medical apparently, or it's booked in Portugal. Understand Caicedo deal with Arsenal is completely off. Cheers, mate. But at least we kept our relationship. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if we don't win the league or don't win anything. At least we got a good relationship with Brighton.
Relationship hype, boy. You can go back in the summer, innit?
Jed Spence is holding a shirt up at Rennes. That's done. No buy option. Number 90. What a random number. What else we got? Pedro Porro will sign a contract as a new Tottenham player in the next hours, around 8 o'clock UK time. Tottenham have made a pig's ear of that as well. That was funny.
What, the Pedro
Porro? It was on, then it was off.
What Crazy. Was actually the thing? I see someone said something about admin fee. What was actually?
Yeah, 2.5 million admin fee that Tottenham apparently didn't know about.
they didn't know about, or they didn't want to pay it.
Well, apparently they threw that in afterwards, Sporting, and said, no, you got to pay the admin fee.
Oh, well, they man said you got to pay that now.
The piece of paper, 2.5 million.
2.5 million for signing paper. That's some joke. That's an expensive pen, bruv. Like that. That's crazy, bruv.
Yeah, it's mad. It's actually crazy. But listen, what you got coming up, man?
6:30 with Louis. Got a show on my channel. Yeah, that'll be decent. I'm sure he'll have a lot to say about Jorginho going to Arsenal.
Laughing.
Do you know what I mean? He'll be laughing his fucking head off. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, got a show with Louis at 6:30, guys. 6:30 to 7:30. So make sure you tune in for that, people.
Yeah, come on. Your link for your YouTube is in the title as well. There's 2.2 in there still, so make sure you sub to that. Sub to me as well. I will be back later on. What time is it now? 7. About 3 hours from now, I'll do the last couple of hours of the transfer window and hope that there is somebody up there saying, yes, I'll drop you another 20 million. Go and buy Caicedo. Yeah, I doubt it. But you never know, man. You never know. We've just covered the cost of Felix's loan. What a team. What a club. Don Edu.
Madness.
And Hector Bellerin's going to Lisbon. Apparently he asked to leave Barca. His boyhood club that he was desperate to join. Yeah. People live on these every words of these players, by the way. It's my boyhood club. I've dreamt of playing for him. Now he's going to Lisbon. Asked to leave, apparently, Xavi said. But yeah. It is what it is. But listen, I'm out of here, people. Go and check out the previous shows as well. Make sure you follow Rants. And Edu out. Laters.